Look, watch how I whip. I'm in the whip. I'm in the rest. I never switch.
Big numbers, 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number.
Hey, foreign cars, foreign seats with the foreign leather. Foreign number, put the card in the ATM in the sad era. Yeah, flex mode, this ain't Southwest, this is Jet. I ain't gotta shut the cell off, cause the iPhone don't got a jet mode. Bad be presto. If you wanna come, let's go. We ain't going nowhere special. I just wanna see more Desto. Hit your throw and I'ma catch those. Mexican, don't make pesos. Hit your sauce, I'll replace those. Number save, no name though. We need more, tell them we need more. Put numbers on the board, let them keep the score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, bullet point to God.
Big numbers, 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number.
Yeah, wrist man, check the wrist man, got him hot. Ay, man can't ball like this, man. Lord, past the pig skin when he stretch a distance. I'm talking a few 100,000 yards, you just on your 5th grand. Run it up, count it up. Ay, hundreds and 50s and 20s, no 5s and no singles, don't count on them. Ay, she want it like me, cause I like she can't count on him. She try to be nosy and hit her max, she like, girl, you can count on him.
Hey, we need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, let them keep the score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, bullet point to God.
Big numbers.
This building holds just north of 80,000, and they have come out in very good numbers today at FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. Just as we were getting ready for air, both teams coming out of their locker rooms, out of the tunnel, and this crowd is pumped up as their Redskins get set to match up with the Chicago Bears. It's an Indian summer afternoon. Perfect conditions for football, and off we go on EA Sports. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. They'll run with a third-year man. This is Tariq Cohen. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's second and 7.
Check 13. Check 13. Check out.
Trubisky gives to Cohen. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down. We were just talking about him pregame. 3 tackles for a loss last week. You thought he looked so explosive on film. Starting off good there. Another one in the first quarter.
He's every bit of what you described And I don't want to make it too simplistic, but right now for him, it's see ball, get ball. And that's what he's doing really, really well, and he's doing it in the offense's backfield.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Now it's Trubisky. And that is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
So on 4th down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Taken in at the 22. That'll be a 50-yard punt with 8 on the return. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now the 2nd year back from LSU, it's Darius Geis. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Solid way to start the drive, 13 yards, picking up the 1st. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, where that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
I hope you brought your left because I'm about to take you to school.
On the handoff, it's Geis. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down in the backfield. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And they're going to face a 3rd down. From midfield now, Haskins. It's brought in by Dodson. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. Off to Geis on the screen. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. On 2nd down, here's Haskins. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Haskins, 3rd and long. And he comes back with one complete. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. And now the Bears coming out as they get ready. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Draw play here. Trubisky gives to Cohen. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 15 yards on the play, first down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Now a chance to make that encroachment penalty really hurt. 1st and 5. They go play action. Trubisky. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. That's Daron Payne with a sack that time.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. Now Trubisky. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down. Then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back. But it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the shotgun is Trubisky. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. It's almost like you can... Interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. Haskins on 3rd down. Escaping the pressure right. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Khalil Mack coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. And they're going to come up empty here on 4th down. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen. And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
And it brings up 3rd down.
Right there, 56. Hey, man. Yeah, one word. Hey, my 7.
On 3rd down, Trubisky. Finding Gabriel, complete. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down.
Receivers love having the reputation of being go-to guys on 3rd down, and he was fighting like he really wanted to have that reputation, didn't he? I mean, he came very close to making that a 1st down.
Broke the 1 tackle, but couldn't spring himself free.
The Redskins take over.
Here we go.
At their 10-yard line.
Here we go. Go to base. 59, Mike to 59.
This is Chris Thompson in his 7th season now as a Redskin. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
And that's how you want to start a sequence defensively. That's what we used to call, partner, hello, glad to meet you. Tagged him for a loss.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now a toss. This is Geis. And he'll be taken down at the 18. 8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3.
That's a gain of 8. Makes it 3rd and 3.
The Redskins on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. From the gun, Haskins on 3rd down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he fires one that's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
A reminder that we kick off Week 4 on Thursday night. A good one in Lambeau. Eagles and Packers, 2 teams with eyes on the playoffs this year in the NFC. Coverage starting at 8:20 Eastern. And hard to believe it, we also have a couple of teams coming up on a bye week already in Week 4, the Jets and the Niners. He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be 2nd and goal coming up.
At the Redskins 1-yard line.
2nd and goal from the 1. They'll try to punch it in with Davis. And he will fight his way in. Not giving up there, and he's got a Bears touchdown. Mike Davis, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Bears have taken the lead. Extra point up and through. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Let's go.
The Redskins take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Redskins offense now, they head back onto the field. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Now Haskins to throw on 2nd down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. That's sacked by Khalil Mack.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Let's go. Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go.
3rd down. Here's Haskins. That's going to be caught by Richardson. The 30, 20, 10, touchdown, Washington. Paul Richardson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Redskins are going to retake the lead. Extra point good by Hopkins. And the lead is now 10-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Now the Bears offense ready to take over again. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, and you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 31-yard line.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. This is Cohen on the toss. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
The Bears on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 8. Out of the gun, Trubisky. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Montez Sweat drops him for a loss of 12, and it also brings up 4th down. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And taken right on the 30. 12 yards on the return that time. And out will come the offense as they take over. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try to cut down the length of the drive.
They go play action here on 1st down. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. First play of the drive going for 14 and a 1st down. This quarterback now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10. On first down, it's Haskins. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 40. Direction there. Brings up second down. The loss of 3 on that first down pass play. Now 2nd and 13. Second down, Haskins. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. He was looking for Paul Richardson there, but now it'll be 3rd down. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored 1, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throwing again, here's Haskins. And that will be incomplete.
He's thrown 1 interception already, and that doesn't necessarily mean the rest of the game is going to go like that. But it does seem that he's a little bit off in his approach to this one.
Yeah, it does, and that was a risky throw right there.
Got to be careful about taking care of the ball, making sure you get back within yourself. I mean, those mechanics that they work on all the time, they're there for a reason. Kind of get back to those and maybe tamp it down a little bit.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Now this is fielded in the end zone. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Bears will take over at their own 20. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more...
And it's intercepted. Picked off by Troy Apke. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you put in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at their 48-yard line.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They'll hand it down to Geis. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The Redskins on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Now it's Haskins. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Khalil Mack able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. Here's Tressway now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. 2 minutes remaining in the first half, 10-7 our score. Coming up at the half, a reminder we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15, and the Bears take over. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. They'll start things on first with Torrey Cohen. And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well. So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
On the handoff, it's Cohen. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Throwing on second and long. Trubisky. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson.
Trubisky's pass complete to Allen Robinson. A gain of 18 yards, but it brings up third down.
The offense on third down tonight, not good. 0 for 4 thus far. They're looking at third and a few inches. From the gun, it's Trubisky. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Ryan Kerrigan with a sack, the former first-round pick in 2017.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely he's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Oh, he's taken down here by his face mask by the looks of it. And a penalty flag is going to give him much better starting position. A lack of discipline defensively on fourth down, and now that leads to a 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now Haskins to throw it. Throw to the right here, taken in by McLaurin. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. The Redskins on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 8.
Check 59, Mike is 59.
Out of the shotgun, Haskins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Khalil Mack able to record his 5th sack of the season. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Final play of the half. It's Haskins. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. And we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup. The Redskins in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. That'll be taken in the end zone.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Here we go. Set. Pittsburgh. You're right, BG. Put up. Mike's 59. Mike's 59.
They start the second half with a run by Geis. And good pressure defensively to stop him for a loss of a couple. Now there's also a flag to go with it.
Let's go.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Now it's Haskins. He will find Davis on the left side complete. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. They go play action now. Haskins. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
You better be afraid of me. Check 50, check 50.
Shotgun handoff to Thompson. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
That's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
The Redskins on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll try and get it with Geis. Yeah, boy, a good surge defensively. It'll depend on the mark, but I'm not sure he got there. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches. Dustin Hopkins now for the Redskins field goal. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 21.
56 to Mike, boy, 56. Hey, box truck.
Now it's Trubisky. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Cohen. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Trubisky. They find some open field here. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
At the Bears' 22-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Check 59, Mike is 59, Mike the 59.
Now Haskins. And this is taken in for a Redskins touchdown. Paul Richardson, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Redskins capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Now the Redskin offense will stay out there and go for 2. Here's Haskins out of the gun. Flushed out right. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 21. They begin the drive on the ground with Cohen. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Hey, 4 down.
Looking to throw Trubisky on 1st down. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 47. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Now Geis trying to get to the outside. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
The Redskins on 3rd down. Not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. From the gun, it's Haskins. Jordan Reed has it. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Jordan Reed, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the interception by the Redskins deed leads to a touchdown. Hopkins with the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He can't avoid the pressure. Redskins get there. The DN, Jonathan Allen, making sure his presence is felt.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Daron Payne, his 2nd sack of the night.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Here's Trubisky. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Ryan Kerrigan able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. And now before they run this 4th down play, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remain. So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. Fielded at the 33. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Redskins will have a short field here as they take over 1st and 10.
Here we go. Here we go. We go to base. Right here.
They'll try to get this running game going with Geis. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Ready, ready. Henry. Mike is 59. Mike to 59. It's a party now. Whoa. What? Go. Mike 59.
Again, they run. Again, it's Geis. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
A 56-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 26. Play action. Now Trubisky. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Dominic Rodgers-Cromartie. So good they had to name him twice, and he gets a sack. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in 1 game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
Back now at FedEx Field. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Here's Trubisky to throw. Being chased out, and the pressure gets to him again. Deron Payne in there to get him yet again. That is his 3rd sack tonight. They can't figure him out. After that sack we just saw, Trubisky and the Bears deal with a 3rd and long. Play action. It's Trubisky. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw it back deep over the middle. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. On 1st down, Thompson. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Play action. Haskins. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Eddie Goldman with a sack.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Now Haskins, third and long. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Akeem Hicks, his second sack of the night.
And it has been a good game for them. They haven't been pressured very much today, but on back-to-back sacks, maybe the defense is starting to figure something out.
He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Trubisky brings the Bears up first and 10 at their own 24. From the shotgun is Trubisky. He's got Burton here. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle him after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. Trubisky hitting Robinson for a big one, 46 yards. On first down, Trubisky going for it all. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. But it'll be second down. Second and 10 now from the 27.
Watch time.
Trubisky to throw again. That is caught at the 7. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A gain there of 21 yards. They go play action here on first down. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
They'll try again here from the 7 on second and goal. Now he's flushed out left, and he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down.
Well, you admire anyone trying to pick up an additional couple of yards. They're just not worth it when you take shots like that. Quarterbacks have to stay in the game and stay on the field.
Check the backer. Check 99. Check 37. Check.
Here's Davis, and he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and what to do now on fourth and goal. The field goal does you no good, so they're going to stay out there and go for it on fourth. They'll run for it with Davis, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Mike Davis with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. Now it's Trubisky, and the Bears get a bit closer. And he will get into the end zone to cut the lead a little bit further. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Redskins take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Watch the run. They're running it.
They start on the ground with Geis. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Well, at this stage, that's exactly what you want offensively. Good run on first down, stay in bounds, keep that clock rolling.
And look at that play chart that the play caller has in his hands right now. That's what you got to focus in on, because that's divided up by sections. And right now, he's looking at that 4-minute offense section. What running plays do we have to bleed down the clock and take care of the football? Right now, they're executing really well.
So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
Now a run with Geis. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. Danny Trevathan there to bring him down.
And this is an absolutely big third down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big third down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Fourth down now after a loss of 2. Here's Tressway now. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. They've got a fourth down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. Fielded just inside the 20. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Out of the gun, Trubisky. This one out left to the tight end, Burton. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. A big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. Ball on the 30 as they come up second and 10. Now Trubisky. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
So now third and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. On third down, a run with Cohen. He's not going to get anywhere close to the marker as they'll stop him well short of the yellow line. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves him with a fourth down now. Fourth down. Here's Trubisky. And he's got Miller. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. From the red zone now, here's Trubisky on first down. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete. Definitely desperation time. This just looks like, hey, throw it down there, hope that your guy can make a play.
You want him to make a play, but if not, maybe you get a pass interference call. And in the NFL, that's a spot foul. You get all of that yardage. That would be a big play.
Yeah, he's got it. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. 16 yards, a first down. One last shot for Trubisky. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Brings up second and goal at the 2-yard line.
Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line.
Lock in. 56, Alpha. Check 56. Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And this is going to be caught. So it affects the final score, not the outcome, but it is a late touchdown here on the game's final play. So what can the Bears do here as they'll go for 2? Throwing here, Trubisky. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Redskins scoop it. And that will write a finish to this ball game. Well, in this this one, partner, we had some action all the way down to the final whistle there with the late points and then the kickoff to end it.
Yeah, and the best part about it is just seeing how teams battled all the way to the end, you know. Didn't really matter. Scoreboard was pretty well set, but they still competed until the final whistle.
So for the Redskins, they're into the win column now as they move to 1-2 on the young season. And they will hit the road next week to take on the New York Giants. Meanwhile, for the Bears, they will fall to a similar mark at 1-2. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.